Actually, we're going to follow the acronym DREAM, D-R-E-A-M. D stands for diet and nutrition. What can you put in to make yourself healthier? R stands for rest and sleep. What can, obviously rest and sleep is like the next big conversation in anti-aging. So what can we do to get better rest and sleep? Exercise, activity, alignment and posture. Science is now found, Harvard studies, Columbia studies have now shown the powerful effect of better posture and how that not only affects your nervous system, your spine, but also how it affects immunity as well. And finally, mental and emotional health. Does stress lower your immune system? Big time. So I'm going to teach you a couple tips on that as well. Let's start with what we can put into our bodies to build up a healthier system. This is from Harvard. It's called the Healthy Eating Plate. According to a Yale University study, poor sleep can increase your susceptibility to certain types of illness. No caffeine after 3 p.m. Some places that caffeine is hiding. Decaf coffee. There's a little bit of caffeine in there. Some of your medications. Chocolate. Sorry. Don't get into bed unless it's time to go to bed. Don't read in bed. Don't watch TV in bed. Why? You can only stay in one position so long. You want to get 7 hours of sleep. Don't spend an hour sitting up reading. Read in a chair, read at a table, then get into bed when it's time to sleep. When you're in a supine or on your back position, then you put a couple pillows underneath your knees. That gets your legs up, takes a lot of pressure off your lower back. If you have breathing trouble, you're going to have a little incline of pillows up here. That's the safest, most neutral sleeping position. Second best, flip on your side. I treat pregnant women in the office for back pain and sciatica. We teach them put a pillow in between knees, but everybody needs to do it. Look, Columbia University, your posture increase or decrease your testosterone levels and decrease cortisol levels. Good posture can affect cortisol. Why is the hormone cortisol important to us? Cortisol is the stress hormone. One of the things that stress will do is it'll cause physical pain, believe it or not. Like, yes, I see people who've had falls, repetitive stress injuries, just like life's wear and tear. But interestingly enough, mental and emotional stress can cause pain in your body, muscle changes, the spine to misalign as much as anything. So when you're under stress, so I teach stress classes. I lecture to communities, but I also go out into businesses. The number one topic that they request me to talk on in small businesses and corporations, stress. It's like our national pastime. Okay, remember, this is interactive. You get points for participating. You're sitting in your chair. Lean forward a little bit. Feet flat on the floor. Now slide your rear end all the way back in that chair. Nice and tight in that crack there. Wiggle it back there. Now sit up straight. Oh, you guys look great. This whole room just got 10 years younger. Squeeze those shoulder blades back a little bit. That is perfect posture. What happens is we kind of sit on the edge or middle of our chair. Then what does our back do? Yeah. So everywhere you go. Now, for those of you who your feet don't quite hit the floor when you do that because you're fun size, make sure to put a little pillow back behind you, okay? And that's actually good for your lumbar curve, the curve in your low back, having a pillow with you. Okay. And so what happens is when we get stressed, well, back up a step. So we think in our life that if we solve whatever problem we're stressed about, we're good, right? And then what do we end up doing? Finding something else to be stressed about. Okay. So what happens when you're stressed is your body produces this chemical, this hormone called cortisol, which does a couple things. Number one, it causes inflammation in your body. And number two, causes you to store belly fat. It's like this primitive response, right? 1 million years ago, I guess the only thing people were worried about is shelter, food, and getting eaten by a dinosaur. Okay? Today's stress is all the time. It's on your brain all the time. So you're constantly producing this cortisol, which will cause you to store fat, bad for the immune system, okay, and create chronic inflammation. So how can we handle stress? What are we going to do about this monster called stress? Maintain social connection, hobbies and interests. Obviously, you got to have an how do you pronounce it? Ikigai. That's a purpose in life. You wake up and have a reason, have a purpose, and volunteer. What's the pathway to happiness? Giving to others. Let's do this. We'll take some Q&A.